Hello and welcome to Five Flags. My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Team 53 and I've partnered with Circle Track Performance and Coach Dave Academy to bring you this week's Learn to Drive video for late model stocks at Five Flags as part of iRacing's 2025 Season 4 Week 8 official series. If you guys can, make sure you hit like and subscribe. We're very small time racers here, and it does do a lot to help out the channel, especially when we're talking to sponsors, partners, whatever it might be. Every like, every subscribe, every video view goes a long way to helping kind of fulfill that journey. So we definitely do appreciate that as well. And then if you guys are new to the channel, we've got a ton of content on here, learn to drive videos for iRacing, some tips and tricks that I've learned over my 13 years on iRacing. So feel free to explore the channel. If there's things you guys want to see, make sure you join the Team 53 Discord. It's linked in the description below. Great way. I'm in there a lot. You can always get in touch with us that way as well. So let's head out for qualifying here. We are using the custom Team 53 setup for this video, but if you're watching it for fixed setups, pretty much how to drive it is going to be the same. So here we are, gas brake swerve, left, right, coming out of the pits. Want to make sure you do that. Not doing that is probably about a half a tenth a lap in some cases that you're giving up. So that's definitely something you're going to want to start doing. So we head down the front stretch here, and you see we get the car nice and wide, nice and tight here up against the front stretch, full throttle. As we look here from the rear chase cam, you can see how close the car is to this outside wall. And that's super important, especially on these short tracks. They're very narrow compared to maybe some of the NASCAR tracks that are an extra lane wider. So you definitely want to make sure that we're maximizing our track width here. And that's something that we're doing. As we look inside the car heading into turn one, there's a lot to look at here. So we go around, we're going to get ready here for one, and you see the Whataburger sign there. Once that kind of vanishes, that's going to be your clue to be ready for the corner. We go in, and then we just start to cross over these dashed lines here on the inside of the track or on the bottom lane. When you lose that in your cockpit, that's really where you want to, but you can see here, like I said, with Whataburger, when you're outside the car, right in line with that is where you're going to be lifting to get into the corner. Right as you come up onto that, we lift and we get ready for the corner. So we go into the corner. You want to reach out with your arm, like when you're going around this corner, you want to reach out with your arm and knock that green cone over. That's how low you want to be. You get that left front here in this lighter gray, right around that white, and there's a ton of grip, and it will just pull you right around the corner. And that's really what you guys want to do. So we go around this corner. You can see we're just playing with it there, right around that white line, about half throttle until you get to the point where this wall starts to come back out. And when that inside pit wall starts to come back out, that's where you're going to full throttle, drive it up off the corner, get a good run here into turn three. And same thing as before when you're going into turn three. You see us carry, carry, carry. Just as we're getting ready to cross over that bottom lane of dashes, that's where we'll lift. We go far chase. You can see it's pretty much that first one that's got rubber all over it. We'll arc it around here in 3 and 4. I like to bring those right side tires right across there and just drive down the track. Pretty much right to full throttle here for the drive off. And there we hit an even 600. I think you'll definitely see some guys in the mid fours probably towards the end of the week. Definitely going to be some fives here by early in the week for sure. So we'll go inside the car. That's going to be presented by our friends at Overdrive Racing Oils and Lubricants. If you are looking for AMSOIL for your car, for your race car, whatever it might be, head over to them. Link is in the description below. I run it in all my stuff. It's been great. We've never had any problems. You should too. So link in the description. Here's your lap. And there you go. Now for race trim here at Five Flags, race trim is always a little bit different. I think that 882 is like my best lap, yeah. So what you're really going to want to do here, it's going to feel very much the same as qualifying. You will see guys kind of saving tires. This is a 90 lap race, so you can't go full tilt the whole time. But definitely, you want to be able to turn it on maybe the first 5 laps of a run, 4 or 5 laps of a run, and then just kind of settle in and save and wait for the next caution until you get to maybe 40 to go, 30, 40 to go, and then you can just turn it on for the whole race. But the big thing here is going to be having a car that you can run here in these second lanes, especially if you get some green flag runs. Track temps this week probably going to be between 100 and 110 degrees, which means that that bottom lane, if you've got a group of, 16 cars, bottom lane's going to get hot, and you may look to move around the track to find some better grip. And I know from some leagues that we've raced in here that going to the outside lane has definitely paid off. And it's a lane that you can use to defend passes and really kind of be there and make sure that you can run up there. So I would definitely practice that this week. Another thing that I would look at is going to be your corner entries. Entry to 1, entry to 3 are pretty known for passing with 5 flags, especially with this wider arc. So guys will just send it in here on the inside, and then they'll get there. They'll either park it in the center or they'll drift up in the center into you. This is also a track that's pretty well known on the short track side for net code. So you guys are really going to want to leave a little bit of additional space than what you would normally leave a car just to make sure you're not running over each other. So a good rule of thumb, especially in lower splits, is bottom lane takes this first set of dash lanes in the corner, second lane takes this second lane up here. When you come up off the corner, the bottom lane's really got to be aware and not let that car drift all the way up to the wall and just kind of keep it, I would say straddle this dash line down the straightaway. Should be enough room for the guy on top to be able to manage there. And then when you go into this corner or even into turn one, if you know you have a car underneath you, you've really got to watch and make sure that they decide to turn in earlier, because if they try and run you up the track, there's not really a whole lot you can do, and you definitely don't want to bounce off and end up in the wall. So you want to watch that this week as well. But other than that, it should be a pretty fun week of racing. Five Flags is usually pretty well attended. The races typically go official. It's not like a Myrtle Beach or something like that where you might struggle. But yeah, if you guys have made it this far, make sure you hit like and subscribe. We talked about earlier on, we're just a small time race team here in Wisconsin. Every little bit helps. Join our Team 53 Discord. Check out our partners. If you are looking to upgrade your sim racing equipment, there's going to be a link in the description to our friends at Go Motorsports. They sell Moza products primarily, as well as some next level sim rigs. So if you're looking to upgrade, head over there. Free shipping on all orders as well, anything over $150. So definitely head over to our friends there. Hook yourselves up with some new Moza gear. I use a Moza R9 myself, and I love it. So hopefully we will see you guys in the next video.